Morning, everybody. Nothing like a nice hot cup of coffee to wake you up in the morning, right? What's up, what's going on? A bit of a meta decision of your Panther with the animation coins 2 Super Saiyans that fight for the fate of the Earth. Welcome back to once again before Super Saiyans were even a thing, because now we're talking about yet another saga in Dragon Ball. The OG Dragon Ball. The third saga of the original Dragon Ball, the Red Ribbon Army Saga. And I have a lot of things to say about this one, so let's not waste any time and just get straight into the written review. After narrowly falling short of winning it all at the 21st Tenkaichi Budokai, or World Martial Arts Tournament if you're watching the English dub, Goku sets out on his own to reclaim his grandpa's four-star Dragon Ball. Unbeknownst to him, though, he's not the only one who wants to find them, as the sinister Red Ribbon Army are also on the hunt and will not hesitate to kill anyone who gets in their way. This is when the series started transitioning into the much longer sagas that Z would later emphasize on in their own sagas, as this particular saga lasts from episode 29 through 68, a total of a whopping 39 episodes split across 3 mini-arcs, Red Ribbon, General Blue, and Commander Red. It's also the first serious saga of the franchise, featuring an imposing threat and the fate of the entire world at stake, even though it is still a little bit jokey. While this is definitely a great arc and very monumental in the series slowly beginning the transition into the more familiar format of its follow-up Z, it's also got some pretty big flaws. It's very long-winded, the pace is incredibly slow, the ending feels rushed, all the Red Ribbon Army generals on their own are pretty weak and generic in terms of complexity or actual character. There's a good bit of filler that constantly grinds the story progression to a screeching halt, and it takes forever to actually get to the important parts. That being said, though, this arc is still really great. The seriousness was a nice change of pace from the past 2 sagas, the action and stakes are amplified, the humor is still great, the siege of Muscle Tower and the Red Ribbon Army HQ was a lot of fun to watch. The first android of the series is introduced, Android 8, who is much better in the Path to Power movie than he is here. Many unpredictable twists and turns, great character development for Goku and his friends, the voice acting is still fantastic, Korin is introduced, launch is still a delight, and it's still pretty high in the entertainment value. Overall, I still love this saga. Yes, it has more flaws than the past 2, but it also takes a lot more risks as well, and still has a lot of positives that the past sagas are carrying over as well. It's really long, and as a result, the rewatch value suffers, but it's still more than worth watching and has earned its iconic status in the franchise. My final verdict for the Red Ribbon Army saga is going to be a strong, solid 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Definitely recommended, just be aware of its flaws and don't set your expectations too high. Yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on it. So, I guess now I'll talk about some standout moments, and then it's see you for the next one. Excuse me, I literally just woke up not even an hour ago, so my voice isn't great. Here we go. Goku regains his Dragon Radar and chases after Pilaf to get back the 4-star ball, but the ball is then revealed to be fake when Colonel Silver gets his hand on it, and the shopkeeper is murdered by Colonel Silver as a result. Really letting you know that these guys mean business. They're not here to screw around. Then there's the Red Ribbon Army invading Ox King's castle. What else? Oh. After murdering the shopkeeper, Colonel Silver returns to base, training for his next mission, but Commander Red is introduced, giving Silver his next mission, and apparently in the dub, Commander Red is Irish. And yet his son in Superhero is played by an Italian man. Whatever, it's Dragon Ball, I guess. Then, the last thing Colonel Silver does before he gets fired before getting humiliated by Goku, is that he actually shoots Goku out of the sky and temporarily kills the flying Nimbus. That shocked me when I first saw that. Then he heads to Muscle Tower to save the village chief. Then he has a fight with Major Metallotron, which is this version. This series is a version of the Terminator. Like, it literally looks like an anime Terminator. Again, it's Dragon Ball. Then Goku gets into a fight with Murasaki, who turns out to be an absolutely incompetent joke of a ninja. And then Goku puts that power pole up Murasaki's butt. Well, more like Murasaki falls on it, but it's still really funny. And then he saves Android 8. They get lost in a maze, they fight Bouillon, they defeat General White, and Android 8 murders him, like punching him so hard he flies out the building and into the stars, like he's Team Rocket or something. What else is there? Husky tries to steal the Dragon Balls, only for Goku to flash her his lower section. Then Bulma breaks up at Yamcha because they were having a whole, relationship strain. Then you have General Blue, who gets his butt kicked by Arale, because, there's a Dr. Slump crossover in here. Then there's Upa and Bora, and Mercenary Tao kills both Blue and Bora. And then Goku destroys the Red Ribbon Army HQ, Commander Red's murdered by Commander Black, and then Commander Black is killed by Goku. And that's the saga. And then the others arrive to help in the fight, unaware that the fight was already over, because Goku took them all on by himself. Because he's Goku. That shouldn't surprise you. He was able to achieve it because he's Goku. Well, that's it. See you next time for the 22nd Tenkaichi Budokai.